Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Pasini. Today is February 15th, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and you come back for more. Today, I want to talk a little about being a better seller. Going that extra mile to, make that extra sale. Well, what should I make an extra sale? Make that sale. Sorry about that. I have over here a Keurig coffee maker I picked up, and I tested it, and it works great. And I just cleaned up really good, okay? And I picked this up today at my local thrift store, and everything's pretty clean inside. This was a pretty clean unit considering. However, it does have some scratch. Now over here, it looks like it's frosted glass. It's dirty, whatever. It's not. I'll prove it to you because I just tested it out. Let me get this clean rag here. And you'll see as I dust it up, as I wipe away, you'll see it'll be nice and clean. See? Well, I couldn't get it all out there, but it's, that's just steam it has built up. All right, and doing it on the other side as well. I'm getting this thing prepped ready for, pitches. Like I said again, I've taken, I did a number of tests on it. It works great. It works great. The reason I want to talk to you today about this here, about going that extra mile. I did a podcast last night, and the podcast was my thoughts and opinions about being a better seller. What happened was, I don't know if you guys follow it. Before I get started, let me just show you something else I picked up today. I got this here at a good price, half off today, 50% off at the store, at the local store. They didn't really get much. I picked up these here for my printer, my personal printer. I have the HP all-in-one printer, the 7520. I got these for, they were $3.99 each, $3.99 each, and we got $2 each. So I have a total of 4 because I bought these another time when they had 50% off. So now I got 4 of them. Plus, I ordered a box from Amazon a while back. They had a great deal. They had like 2 of everything, two magenta, 2 blue, 2 whatever, cyan, whatever. Anyway, and 2 blacks or whatever. So whenever I see these at the thrift store and they're having the 50% off, these are brand new, by the way. They're not used, of course. I won't buy used ones because I don't know how much ink is in them. And whenever I see them, I will pick them up. Definitely pick these up. So I got this for a good price. I got these, like I said again, I got these for $2 each. They were $4 or $3.99 with half off price today. I want to talk to you about going that extra mile. Putting that extra effort into making a sale. This coffee maker here is, like I said, it's nice. It's been tested. It works great. And I was listening to a reseller on eBay. Well, he's an eBay reseller, but he has a YouTube channel. I'm not mentioning no names. And people will pop questions to these people. I consider them successful eBay sellers. And one of the questions is, do you spend time cleaning the units before you put them up? And some people say, do you sell them clean or dirty? And the person said, I sell them dirty. I don't know about you. I'm not knocking that person, but I could not, for anything, don't mind me. I'm just looking at some spots here. Oh, yeah, another thing, too. When I want to take out scratches, I use toothpaste. I know people say, you give all your trade secrets. I don't care. That's what my YouTube channel is all about. It's to help inspire and share. I don't mind sharing free information with you guys. Now, they have plastic cleaner you could use on these things here, too, if you want to take out little minor scuffs and abrasions, whatever. I like toothpaste. It's natural. I don't like the idea of using a wax, something that could be used on a car. This here, it's, we brush our teeth with it. And then this is another one I use. I bought this at the dollar store for 99 cents, and I use it strictly for doing things like this here. And if you really look over here, it does buff a nice shine into it. Okay. Now, however, on this particular one here, I try to. Oh, yeah, pretty good. Wow. There was, it's weird. I got some water, water dripping. The reason why I'm saying it kind of weird is there was like 2 little scratches over here. I don't think you can see it. And this thing actually, I put a little more elbow grease in it, actually took them out. Look at that. Yeah, it actually took them out. Just like a very light little mark on them. I tell you, the toothpaste works amazing. I like it. I'm happy with it. Yeah. So anyway, I don't use the toothpaste in the inside, of course. When you clean the inside of these things here, you usually put clear vinegar. Clear vinegar? White vinegar with water, in a cup, and you run it through. I try to do it 10 times for the most part. I don't do 20, 30, 40 times. I do it by 10 times. It's usually like the test of the test of fate that it's going to work. And I feel, you know, for those who buy from me, they know if you look at, if you look at my feedback on the Keurig coffee makers, you'll see that there are quite a bit of happy and satisfied buyers that purchase these items from me. Plus, they offer 30-day money-back guarantee. And for the most part, I can say never. There was one time, I think I told a story about it once before, that somebody had purchased one of these from me, and they said they didn't know how to work it. And therefore, whenever I sell these items now, I sell them with the instructions. I know it sounds crazy, right? You look at this here and say, how hard could it be? You got the power button here, and you got the brew button. Okay? But this person knew how to use it. I didn't know how to use it when I first picked this thing up. And basically what you're going to do is, after you plug it in, of course, the plug, what's nice with these Keurigs, the plugs, they fold up inside, just to let you know. That's why they have it like that. The plug's not, the plug's this big, it pulls out. Let's see, it pulls out. It goes even lighter than that. I think, look how long it goes in there. Yeah, so you got plenty of room to play around with it. The plug's not that small. I think a lot of people say, geez, the plug, they probably think the plug's that small. It ain't that small, folks. That's where it goes. That's how that Keurig designed it. This model here that's going to be going up is B31. I think I have a B31 up on right now on eBay. I think it's either K10 or B31. They look exactly the same. The only thing is with this one here is missing. Let me bump out the screen really quick over here. Let me move my little thing over here. I'll show you what I'm referring to. Right here. Whoops. Here's the photo. Not this. This is how it comes complete. This has everything here. Let me get the next photo. Outside of these. These two things are missing. Okay. The drip tray. The black part that slides in and the chrome part. That will be noted in the description. Okay. The drip tray, the top piece, and the drip tray itself. It does have the water level guide here. Can you see that? You see the water level guide right there? Can you see that? And it has this part here. Can you see that? I know the lighting is poor here. Right over here. It's this guy right over here. See here? So these two pieces are in here. These two pieces are missing. All right. But let me tell you something, folks. With everything set aside, these will still sell. They still will sell, even without the drip tray. Okay. Now, if a person loves Keurig, I'm not a Keurig guy. All right. I like selling them, but I'm not a Keurig person. I'm an instant coffee drinker. I like to drink instant coffee. I know people say, oh, instant coffee. Well, I like it. I've been drinking it for many years. Anyway, that will be known in the description. I might take this picture here and just put it in there, just incorporate it with my list and saying the ones highlighted in red does not come with this unit. Well, either way, they're going to get it anyway. So I'm going to either get the picture like that. I might have a picture with just the drip tray and the cover. I have to find probably somewhere in my file folder, with picture folder. So I got to see. If not, I'm just going to use that there. And I'll take a snapshot of that there, put it in, embed it with my listing, and note it in the description. Please check out the photos prior to making a purchase. It's missing the chrome and the black drip tray. Now, I'm going to do a little more final cleaning up on here because there are certain things on here, and you could use the toothpaste on a chrome piece here too. It really buffs it up nice. So I got little things to do in this here. I know it's only one item. I went in there looking for more Keurigs. They have. I'm going to push this guy to the side. And let me get my water cup over here because sometimes I get dry mouth talking so much. People say, well, keep your mouth shut. No, I'm only kidding. They had the Keurigs that they had. Let me make myself bigger here. We don't have to keep looking at this here. Let me go back over here and boom. And I'm going to move this guy back down here. That's my little toolbar that comes with the HP webcam software, in case you're wondering what that little bar is. That's always there, but I always blend it out anyway. Look at this, hat's always moving. Anyway, there you go. Everything's reversed on a webcam. Anyway, so what I want to talk to you guys about is I follow other sellers, resellers, and I like to listen to their stories. A lot of them put out good information. A lot of them give good advice. But the thing I have to honestly say, when it comes to selling an item, one of the topics it's in my podcast too. I did last night. Was about when they're selling an item, and it talked about the selling, and do they sell it dirty? Okay, and on the descriptions when you're listing your descriptions, is it a one-liner? You know, like if I was going to sell this here, I would say if I was going to sell this Keurig, I'd say Keurig model B31, tested and works great, and that's it. Leave it like that. Don't put in there if it's got scuffs or scratches. I think this does have some little scratches on it. It's always noted in my descriptions. It's always noted. And this person said, no, they don't do that there because they figured the time is not worth the effort. But let me ask you something. If you're going to a car dealer and you're looking for a car, a fairly new car, pre-owned, whatever, and the thing is filthy inside and out, are you going to be inclined to want to buy that car? I don't know about you, but I sure as heck wouldn't, okay? If you put if you finesse it, I used to be in the auto detailing business back in the day. I wouldn't do it anymore because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of labor intense work. I think so anyway. And, we used to want those cars to come out cream de la cream. We wanted those cars to come out like perfect, inside and out. The engines were dressed. We used to have special silicone stuff that we'd spray on the hoses, and we'd dress the engines up. And when a person opened up the hood, the thing looked beautiful. Looked like it just rolled out of the showroom. And I think, most likely appearance sells. So if I was to just get this coffee maker from the thrift store, snap pictures, give it like a test, like a brief test, whatever. Oh yeah, it works. It's tested. It works great. Whatever. I like to give it multiple tests and rinse it out multiple times. And here's the thing that people probably are not aware of. I'm not saying not aware of. I can't speak for them. But if you're going to pick stuff up, especially now with COVID, it always pays to use a mild cleanser or disinfectant on the items. This item was cleaned. When I brought it home, you could do it with the gloves or whatever. I usually wash my hands first. Then I take a clean rag and I take a mild disinfectant and I go over the whole thing with it. Not the inside, of course. You don't put disinfectants inside where you're going to put water. But all the outer casing is disinfected with the mild cleanser. I mean, think about it, folks. We're in a COVID we're in a pandemic, COVID, whatever you want to call it, there situation now where you're going to have a lot of people coming to the thrift stores touching these things. Okay, all walks of life. Now, I'm not saying people say, well, they may feel that way. Well, I know myself, but I'm just trying to say, I mean, thank God I don't have that there. But it's the other people that are walking around. All right, yeah, we're all wearing masks. We're all keeping our distance. Well, to some point. The thrift store I go to, you got people coming back and forth there. They're walking here and there and everywhere. They got arrows pointing this way and one way, and people still going down the same aisles anyway. So it doesn't, whatever. Or maybe people were already there and they walk back. That happens because even though if you have an arrow that points that way and you do go that way, but then you decide to go back because, I missed something, especially in a thrift store. I mean, come on. I've done it many a times. I might have walked past the right, went down where the arrow's pointing that direction. And when I got to the end, they said, oh, geez, I think I missed something. I walked back. I'm not going to walk all the way around again. I'm in the aisle. I'm going to walk back there again. Sometimes you get people like that too, Excuse me, you're walking in the wrong way direction. It's like, no, I was here before. I did come the right direction. I just happened to walk back because I missed out on something. The thrift store I go to is pretty big and stuff like that. But anyway, so the person was saying that, no, they just will not take the time to clean it up and stuff. And that's fine. I mean, if that's how you want to do your business, stuff like that. But look sells, appearance sells. And when it comes to things like that, if this thing was filthy inside and out, and I just took the picture, I said, I'm not going to waste my time because I want to get it up. I want to get it out of here. I want it to sell. You might be sitting on a thing for a long time. Now, there may be people out there might say, so if the thing's a little dirty, a little grimy, it's no big deal. I'll get it. I'll clean it myself. Why give the buyer extra work when you could do it yourself? Take the initiative to clean it out and make it look nice. Make it finesse, make it look really good. The other thing that we're talking about is descriptions. Person was saying, no, they said, people will put one-liners in there. The item works tested. This item is tested. It's clean. Well, it's tested. It works good. Whatever. When I do it, I put in the condition specifics. I put down. I will say that the item has been tested. It works good, and the condition is overall clean with light scuff marks on it from previous use or from the previous owner. I do not own these things, by the way, folks. I don't own these Keurigs. When you see Keurigs on there that I sell, And I sold quite a few of them, not hundreds or thousands of them, but I sold quite a few of them throughout the course of the years. And I tell people, I put it down right to the detail. Like, when I'm going to list this item, I keep the item next to me. And I will look at this thing upside down. Like, for example, here it is. All right, I got it over here, right? Now, I'm going to take this. When I'm getting ready to do my description on eBay, I'm going to give this the once over. I'm going to look it over, even though I know it's clean, some of that. I want to give it because there might be just something, that one little thing I miss. You might say, well, if you miss it, maybe the buyer will miss it. You never know. And I will look at it, and we'll make sure that I got everything. I got all my bases covered. Like the old saying, all your I's dotted and your T's crossed, right? You want to make sure you got everything, because when the buyer gets it, folks, they're going to look at that. You might say, well, maybe yes and maybe no. I don't take chances like that. So I will look at this item. It's still dripping water over here, by the way. It's okay. I had to test it. I had to make sure it works. And I will look, and if it's got a chip, a scratch, or a ding, or something's missing here, a piece broken, it's going to be noted in the description. So as far as like one-liner descriptions, I don't do it. I like to be very definitive when it comes to putting these items up on eBay. It's my name, my reputation out there. Okay? And I will check I will make sure, right down to even the bottom. Even the bottom, when I buy these things, even the bottom gets washed and cleaned up. Well, you got to make sure you don't get water in here, of course. I do it with a sponge because you don't want the sponge to drip water in there. But I make sure everything's done. And with areas where I can't get my fingers in, I get a clean toothbrush that I bought from the dollar store, and I will toothbrush in here just to get it out. The same thing with the sides. If I can't get my finger in it, a rag, I'll take a toothbrush and hit all along the crevices and stuff like that to make sure this guy is clean. I clean it the best I can. Sometimes for some reason, sometimes the bottom of these Keurigs, they get rusty, or get like a little abrasion on here, whatever. They get a little discolored. But I try to clean them up the best I can. Okay? And I look, like I said, with this one here, I want to make sure everything is copacetic with it. I want to make sure everything, when you open it up, it stays up. I used to get ones that were like, you open it up and the thing will go open so much and then it goes down like that. It starts to go, oh no. But sometimes I'll clean it out a little there. And because sometimes it might sit in the office, might sit in a shelf too long, and then I will exercise it, so to speak, to make sure it locks. When you're getting a Keurig, it should lock and stay open like that. If you get it and it goes down like that, then there's probably the part that holds it up is worn out. But thank God I don't get too many of those. All right. But then again, like I said, and I will make sure everything on here is noted in my description. Okay. If there's a scratch, a ding, a crack, whatever, I'm going to put it in there. If this item is broken and it's not working, I will list it for parts not working. I will put it in there for parts not working. And the reason why you want to be definitive in your description is for the simple reason is, if you send this thing out, I send this out, not you, I send this thing out, and I didn't go over it pretty much with a fine-tooth comb. Let's say it has a little crack or a scratch on it. The buyer's going to say, most likely give me a negative feedback or neutral, and saying the seller says it was in clean condition, it had a big scratch on it. The rest of the body on there wasn't in good condition, whatever. It wasn't stated as such. I'm going to get a defect because now they may want a refund. They may want to return it. Okay, but here's the takeaway from it, folks. If the buyer goes along, and I did a video on this here where they don't read the description, which sometimes they don't read it verbatim. I do. If the buyer sends it back and makes a statement that it's defective, not as described and defective, whatever, I have the proof. I have the proof that they're wrong and I'm right. And I say this with sincerity because for the simple reason is I had it where a buyer made a purchase from me. I don't remember what it was. It had to be something electronic. And I don't know if the thing wasn't working, for parts not working, whatever it was. I know it had to be something to do with electronic. The person buys it and says, I want to return this item. It's defective, not working. And when I looked at the listing, it stated on there for parts not working, for parts not working. So now the buyer opens up a return case, right, saying that the item is defective, not working, when in fact it was in the description. I think it even had in the title. No, and it was that wasn't in the title. That was in the description, like condition, item specifics or condition specifics, whatever. I put it in there, and on eBay has a thing there, a feature there where you could click on there when you drop down menu. Is it new, pre-owned, whatever, or used? And then you could put over there for parts not working. It had for parts not working, and it was in the body of the description. Notified eBay. This was years ago. I still remember like it was yesterday. And I told them, because they come back as a defect. The more returns you get, they come back as a defect, and it can affect your seller performance. If you get so many of them, you drop below standard, and then you lose your 10% discount and minor little perks that you get. Not much, but little things. I think it also affects your shipping too. I'm not sure if your discounts on your shipping go away. I'm not too sure about that. But if you keep getting too many of them, you go below the standard, and like I'm top rated plus, and I'm also a power seller. That can affect your seller performance. So when it comes to being descriptive, if somebody was to ask me that question, Rich, what do you think about that? I'm all in favor to be very definitive and list pretty much everything in detail, even if it's going to take you an extra 5 or 10 minutes, whatever, to write the description up. It's better safe than sorry. What's that say? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Do it, because it'll come back to haunt you. And let me tell you something to that story to finish up on it. Because I was in the right, okay, and the buyer even wrote, because let me tell you something else let me just give you a little heads up on this. eBay records all the messages that goes back, that corresponds between you and the buyer, right? I mentioned to the buyer, I said, you're sending it back as saying defective, not working. I said, did you read the description? It said for parts not working. You know what the buyer said? OS, I didn't read the description. And that was in the eBay messaging system. The buyer, if it was a he or her, I forget, was messaging me. That's what they said. OS, I didn't read the description. So that was an open and shut case. But even though it was an open shut case, eBay teammate, as I like to be referred to, at least unless they changed it, or customer service rep, they looked at it and said, can you please look at my description, what it states in there? And yes, it stated for parts not working. So she goes, you're not going to affect your seller performance. You don't have to worry about it. You're in the right. So yes, if I didn't put that in there and I did a one-liner or kept it very brief and I didn't put all the other particulars in there, then it's in the buyer's favor. And eBay will probably coincide and say, no, you're wrong. I don't see it in here. You didn't put that in. You didn't list that it had a scratch, ding, or crack, or missing parts. Pieces missing from it, whatever. Then I'm at fault. And who could I argue with? Got to fess up to say, hey, I messed up. So, with things like that, folks, I'm always stating my own opinion and my own views on this here. Other people out there may be seasoned sellers out there. I've been on eBay for over 20 years. It doesn't make me, Mr. Guru, eBay guru. But what it does let me know is this, that I learn from other people's mistakes. Okay, I get the way I'm able to come up with these things here, as far as I watch other sellers and I listen to what they have to say, and then I decipher it and interpret it my way, because everybody's got a different way of selling on eBay. If you could ask different sellers how to start, how to sell, you're going to get different response from them. But the bottom line is, it does a 360. You're right back to square one. Okay. When it comes to selling an item, if it's something like this is up to you. I'm just throwing it out there. I would take the initiative and clean it. Clean it up, make it look as pretty as possible, because that picture, that item is going to help make the sale. If something is dirty or dingy or dingy, whatever, I know I can always speak for myself. I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to go to some other seller. I want something that's pretty clean. So how long did it take me to clean this? I don't know. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, if that, out of my time. Now people say, well, suppose you had hundreds of orders going out, then what do you do? Well, I'm not on a time constraint. When you're doing eBay, you're basically you're your own boss, which you are, and you do things that's going to be suited for you. It's your name, your reputation. Okay? I want to maintain to the best of my ability, 100% satisfactory from my buyers. I want that 100% positive feedback. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make my buyers happy. And if it's going to take 15, 20 minutes of my time to make that look like brand new, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the time in. I don't care. Now they say, well, if you have 15, 20 of them, you can do the same thing. There you go. It becomes a full-time job. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. Hopefully you'll get some clean ones where don't need that much elbow grease, but got to do what you got to do. And if you do, you'll probably will see this here when this video is done, because it's cleaned up unless I get the pictures today. Well, I can probably still do the pictures today. You'll see it on eBay, and it won't be too long before it gets watches, and it probably won't be too long until after it sells. Again, it all depends on the market, depends how many people are looking for this particular model. Will the drip tray cause it to stay a lot longer than the other one it is on there that's complete? Maybe it will. I don't know. But I had it this way, though. I got to say one thing. Selling these things on eBay, I had it where I had a complete one, and I had one that was missing the drip tray and the chrome part. And the one missing the drip tray and the chrome part ended up selling before the completed one. So, it's a give and take. I'm not saying it's a guarantee that, of course, I put a lot of effort into, clean these things, and I take the best pictures I can. I'm not a professional photographer. I'm not a professional videographer either. Okay? But I do my best to, make the item stand out. And, the most important thing with eBay is be upfront and honest. Don't try to sidestep it and say, oh, I hope they don't see it. Or something's missing. Let's say like the little water level guide's missing. And I sell it as, complete unit or whatever. And they get it and say, the water level guide's missing. For those who don't know, the water level guide is this piece right here. Okay? That's the water level guide. I'll put that in later. That's what the water level guide is. I'm not going to do stuff like that. Or like this piece here, the K-cup holder. I'm not going to sell it. If it's missing these pieces, I'm going to tell people. It's missing the K-cup, it's missing the K-cup holder, and it's missing the water level guide. And believe it or not, I've sold stuff like that. With the water level guide missing and the K-cup holder. People will still buy it. Because you could buy those items separate on eBay. There's another thing too. If this turned out to be a dud, I could always sell it for parts. If you want to take the initiative to take it apart. That is, for the most part, you could sell the tray couple separate. You could sell the drip tray separate, the chrome part separate. You could sell the, K-cup holder separate. And you could also sell the water level guide separate, plus the unit itself. People may take they may want the insides of it, the guts, the pump, whatever. Because I heard that there, some of the other sellers was talking about that. They took it apart, and they were selling parts of the inside and internal parts in it, and it sold. So people will buy these things. But again, take the initiative, clean the items. And not only that, like I said, folks, with this COVID stuff going on, really, you'd want to bring something like an item. Everything I have that comes from the thrift store is clean and disinfected. Now, you might say, well, that doesn't mean anything. That's not going to, that it's okay. It's it's a precaution, but it's not going to really, it's not a guarantee because, well, it ain't. But isn't it better to, get the unit that was sitting in a thrift store with hundreds of people every day walking by it, handling it, picking it up and stuff like that, to clean it, as opposed to just taking it, do a couple water tests into it. Okay, it works, goodbye. And put a listing in there. Yeah, tested the unit. It's a model B31. It works. Tested it, works good. Now it's a clean unit. Come on, I don't do it that way. The other thing was, I know there was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I can't think about it right now. Can you? Oh man, would you believe it? I had something else I wanted to share with you guys. It was in regards to that there about the listings Yeah, well, not well. Oh, yeah, the thing was talking about feedbacks. People were talking about auto feedbacks. I'm a small volume seller, and when you have a starter store, you don't get the auto feedback feature in your listing. So you manually got to go in there and click it on. In order to get the auto feedback feature, I think you got to step up your store subscription. I got to start a store. That's the basic. You can't go any basic than that. You give you 250 free lessons a month, and that's basically it. You know, you get the little perks with it here and there. You don't get Terapeak with it, of course, like that. Terapeak is like a research tool. When you step up, I think, to a basic, you know, where it's a little more money, I pay $4.95 a month. So, you know, people say, "Oh, you pay $4.95 a month. What do you expect? You want everything?" Well, no, I don't want everything. But I will say this. It would be nice if eBay could actually, you know, incorporate that in any store subscription, be it a starter store or right up to the anchor store. They should, you know, that should be a given. I mean, you know, I'm a store. I have a store. You know, it's not the basic or the intermediate one, the middle one, but it is a store. So you would think, you know, eBay would take it upon them and say, well, you know what? Let's just give that Terapeak feature to everybody, you know, to all the store subscribers. But they don't. It's okay. But anyway, I don't have the auto feedback feature. So I got to manually go in there. So when I make a sale, I go in there. So this person was saying, well, you know, if I sell so many items a day, I don't have time to go in there and give each specific buyer, you know, a feedback. Now, here's the thing. I have a pre-formatted feedback comment I leave. And it's the same for everybody. If I had 100 people that were selling, you know, were bought from me, and I want to leave them positive feedback, I'm not going to say buyer was prompt, paid, excellent buyer. Buyer pays instant, immediate payment, whatever. I don't have time to give all those variables. So what I do is when I leave a buyer positive feedback, and if you look at the feedbacks left from seller, you will see it'll say, thank you for shopping RJ Pasini for great deals. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's it. Done. Now, with that, can you do multiple listings like that and give and leave that same comment to multiple buyers who purchase from you within that week's time? Absolutely. I've done it. All you do is go in there where it says paid and shipped. You're going to have that window's going to come up. It's going to say leave feedback. And you do is you go check those boxes off. It's a little check box to each one of them. And then on the top right, I think, so you're going to see it says feedback or leave feedback. Click that on. They're all going to show up. And you go in there and take the comment, the one that your pre-formatted comment, which I have, which says, thank you for shopping with RJ Pasini, satisfaction guarantee. Hit that there and boom, it's a bulk edit. In other words, it does it all at one shot. You don't have to go. That's your discretion. If you want to go to each one and say buyer pays prompt, go to the next one. Say I love doing business with this buyer. They're very good. That's totally up to you. That there is where I don't have the time for that. Okay, because it's going to be the same thing. Buyer pays prompt. Buyer does this. Buyer does that. Buyer does this. You know, it's the same thing. So I figured, let me just keep it generic and say one thing. You know, thank you for shopping RJ Pasini for great deals on eBay. On eBay. I don't want great deals. Satisfaction guaranteed. That's it. It's done. So that person was talking about, I don't have the time with my other stores because the person has other stores to leave feedbacks. You know, in other words, I guess they want to leave individual ones. I don't. That's where I save time. Okay? And that's how I do it. Now people say, yeah, but you know, is that right that you're saying, you know, you're supposed to leave them a positive? That is a positive feedback. I'm thanking them for shopping with me. And if there was a problem where, you know, let's say the buyer was non-responsive or the buyer took a week to pay, yeah, then I could say buyer is slow to pay pay for item or something like that. But I wouldn't even do that. I'm not. Look, I don't want to, leave a negative feedback to a buyer. That's not the way I want to roll. You know, I don't want to go that way. I don't even block them. Although there was one of my videos I was talking about this lady. I think I talked about the Keurig. And by the way, for those of you out there who remember me telling me the story, I think I was going to block them. I never did get a chance to block them. I don't know if I want to block them. I don't think that's right. I don't know. I don't want to block anybody. You know, It's just not my nature to do that there, folks. I'm a very kind and passive person, and I'm a very forthcoming person. I don't mind, sharing information with people, and I understand the situations that sometimes people have. Just to share a quick story with you guys, there was a time when a buyer made a purchase for me, and I think I had to wait over a week and a half, and I was like, oh geez, I said, what am I going to do with this person here? Am I gonna? I don't know if it was like a week and a half. I said I'm gonna give him a couple more days, and I'm going to see what happens here. So I'd message the buyer in between that time, from the time frame, and the buyer eventually got back and said, "This is what they told me." Now people said, "Well, do you believe them?" They told me they were got in an auto accident. They were laid up in a hospital. Now, folks, people may say, "Well, it may have just been they maybe just been lying to you, or maybe they just want to throw it out there, whatever." I don't know. I take it for face value. It's possible it could have happened, And let me tell you something. God forbid, if it was me, I'm laid up in a hospital, God forbid, because of an auto accident. The last thing I'm going to worry about is, I bought something on eBay. I got to get that thing out. I know about you, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to worry about getting recouping, and let the chips fall where they may. If eBay wants to, give me a demerit or whatever you want to call it, black label me on the eBay saying this buyer here hasn't paid in 2 weeks or whatever, you want to, whatever, it's their website, it's their, that's their platform. If they want to do that, that's fine, do it. But I mean, if it's me personally that was like that, I'm not going to worry about it, making it, paying for something on eBay. It happens. Well, people say, well, maybe that buyer could have delegated to somebody. Said, listen, I made a purchase on eBay for such and such an item. Can you go, can complete the item? Here's my PIN number, whatever, and just, make the payment go through. This way, I'll get the seller will get it. I didn't even think about that. The buyer did get back to me, like I said, about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, because I said, I messaged him, do you want this item? Never heard anything back from him. And then eventually the buyer did, and that's what they told me, that they were laid up in the hospital, and that's why they couldn't get to, I guess, complete the sale. I said, it's no problem, no big deal, don't worry about it. They made the purchase, by the way, just to let you know. It had a happy ending. So I didn't block that person. I didn't say, well, that's it, I'm going to block that person. I'm not going to do that, folks, because that person may buy from you again. And I think, I can't swear to it, but I think that I do have repeat buyers. Now, I'm not saying the sellers, the buyers or the subscribers are buyers, but some of you out there may have purchased items from me in the past. Maybe some of you have not. But I just want you guys to know one thing, whether you are or you're not, if this is the first time hit my channel, I accept best offers like a million other sellers do, and I do offer the 30-day money-back guarantee, but I'm not here speaking for them on their behalf. I'm speaking on my behalf, how I run this business. And rest assured, if you buy from me, you have my word. There is no haggle. Okay? If you're not happy with the item, send it back. You'll get your full return plus the shipping. If you want to check out the items I'm selling, like if you're interested in this Keurig, it's the Model B31. This will be going up, I don't know, sometime today, maybe if not today, tomorrow. Honestly, why I can't get up today, but we'll see what happens. You could buy it with confidence. And the most important thing I have to honestly say before I close out this video is if you do think about purchasing this item or any of the items I have on there, take the time and read the positive feedbacks left from other buyers about the Keurigs they purchased from me. Just check them out. I'm not telling you to go read 20, 30, 40, 50 of them, but read the ones that purchased Keurigs from me, and you tell me what you think. If you don't think I provide a good service and you're not keen on it, that's up to you, folks. But let me tell you something. My buyers, and I say this wholeheartedly, are my number one priority. And I will do whatever it takes to make you happy. Because if you're not happy, I'm not happy. Okay? It's got to be a happy medium between the both of us. I want you to be satisfied with the items you purchase from me, and I want to have that I want to have that satisfaction, enthralled in me. In other words, like, I feel good. That buyer likes the stuff and you could show that by leaving a positive feedback. And, that lets me know, hey, these buyers really like the stuff they purchased from me. There's no haggle here. I'm not a fly-by-night outfit. Okay? That's why I tell you, please read the feedbacks prior to making any purchases. And you're not compelled to keep the item. The other thing I want to say really quick, in regard to buyers, I think buyers, in some cases, don't know how to go about returning an item that isn't defective or broken. Meaning, all right, let me give you an example. I sold a Sony Dream Machine. I don't know what model it was. C18, 218. I don't remember which one it was. The buyer gets it. Now, this is my fault. I forgot. I didn't insert instructions with it. So the buyer gets it, has it for a couple of days, messaged me back and says, I can't set the time on here. This item is useless to me. However, I am upset and I want to return it. And I feel that I should get a full refund plus the return shipping. No problem. You want to return it? No problem. That's what you're stating? That's okay. No problem. I told the person, print out the postage, let me know what it costs, and I will refund you that there. You're going to get a full refund and then your postage. I had to do two separate though. I had to refund it through eBay, and then this one I had PayPal, and I had to refund the buyer through PayPal. So he got his complete refund plus his return shipping, which came out of my pocket. A loss for me. Win for him, loss for me. Anyway, with that same item, I have received it, checked it out, tested it, printed out a 2-pager on how to set the clock and stuff like that. That item went out February 11th. It was a February 11th they received it. So the person might have had it. Let's say it was delivered February 11th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had it for 5 days so far. Thank God, knock on wood, I didn't hear anything about it. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, what are you alluding to? What are you getting at? Okay. I think sometimes buyers don't know how to go about just returning an item outright and saying, I don't want the item, I'm not happy with it, whatever, or just whatever. I want to return it because I found the item better or a cheaper price, whatever. And I think I'm not saying they can draw up these false, these false narratives that they say, okay, well, it's defective, not working. That happened to me once before. It happened with a Keurig, a different model. And the buyer purchased it from me, and I did send the instructions with this at that one point. And the buyer claimed that it wasn't working, it was defective, and I want to return and get my money back. Okay. Here we go again, I got the 30-day money-back guarantee. You don't have to worry. I pay for the return shipping. We're saying all those things. It's spewing water from the top. It leaks like crazy. It's making loud noise, this, that, the other thing. I was like, okay, no problem. Send it back. I get it back. I test it. No loud noise. No leaking. Everything worked fine. Disinfected again, rinsed it out, cleaned it off all over again. Relisted it that same day. By the end of the day, that item sold. The person who bought it has not yet complained, thank God, knock on wood, about any of those issues that buyer was stating. I don't know if they feel they gotta have, maybe it's eBay that does it, where they need to have one of those issues in order to return it. If a buyer says something to me, I found it cheaper, I'd like to return it, okay. Send it back. You found it cheaper, you'll get your money back. But I think sometimes the buyers don't know how to return it. Maybe the reasons for return are not listed. I don't know, because I don't return items. When I buy stuff from eBay, I don't return them. I keep them. I'm a seller. I'm not a buyer. If I do buy stuff, I buy little things. Like recently, I picked up a keyboard. I'm going to just show you really quick here. I picked up this keyboard. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, if you follow me on the video, when I said I cleaned up the keyboard, whatever, it was the Microsoft Model 4000 V1 V Series, whatever. That's sold the same day. By the way, just want to let you know. I picked that one up. I picked this guy up. This is an Apple keyboard. I forget the model number here. What is the model number? Let me just say, I gotta look at this way here. I could do it without my glasses. This is, just in case you guys are wondering, it's not up on eBay, so if you look it up, you're not gonna see it. Well, not I'm selling it. You might see it other sales. It's the model 7803. You probably say, well, how come it ain't up? It's dirty. See over here? It's dirty. You see that? I can't get the dirt out of there. If you see the other video I have with the vacuum cleaner, not the vacuum, the blower I have, that blower thing I was showing, I can't blow the dust out of here. So yes, did I buy stuff from eBay? Yes, I bought a special screw that right over there, it has these couple screws, I think, right over here and a couple of them. It's a 1.3 millimeter hex screw driver. I ordered that from eBay. That I did buy. Why? I don't have the tool to take this off. What I want to do before I put this up on eBay is I want to take these screws off and meticulously clean the clear glass here, and I want to clean the front. I want to try to get in here and clean everything here. It's encased, the keyboard is encased in plastic, and it's got weight to it. It's if you guys have these here, it's heavy. I mean, I have over here, I have a keyboard here, a Logitech, and this thing's like a featherweight compared to this thing. But I love this keyboard, though. It's wireless. Okay? I got that at the thrift store, too, but that's another story. But this one here has got weight to it, and it's very solid. Very solid, and this piece folds back like that. I guess that's what gives you a little leverage there, to give it a little, tilt, this thing. So, am I going to sell this here dirty? Nope, absolutely not. I could sell it. I could say, well, the keyboard's tested, which it was. It was tested. It works great. I could also put in here, the keyboard is dirty. I could give the whole, put in the description. I tried to clean it out. I can't do it. It is dirty in here. I'm not going to do that. So I bought the screwdriver. I ordered it. I don't know when it's going to get here, probably within a week or so. I will take out the screws along here. I think in here they got them. Take this glass, or the plastic off. It's like a plexiglass, whatever, and clean up. Look at the back of it. It's got some stains back there, like little dots in there. I think at one point we've got a piece of hair in here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not selling it like this. So if anybody does see this here, and if you're looking at the backdrop here, the lighting in here, it's going to show the keys white. They're not. They're yellowed. Okay, they're yellow. You can't see it, but they're yellowed. It's got like a light. It's like a light tan. I don't know if that's the color of it. I don't know if it, whatever. But I don't know how old this thing is. I think it's 2000 something maybe. It is an older keyboard, no doubt about it. But it was tested. Everything works good. I can even use it on my keyboard, on my computer, which that's how I had to test it. They have a program, I think I told you, test keyboard, or keyboardtester.com, something like that. It's in my video. You'll see if you look at my videos. So I'm going to get the screwdriver when I order it. I did order it. When I get it, I'm going to take these off, the plastic, and I'm going to clean it up really nice, and I will put it on eBay. And people say, well, so you bought this thing for whatever you paid for it, and now you bought a screwdriver that's like another, I think it was like $5 and change or whatever. Hey, you know what? I may come across it again. Another one like this here. At least I have the screwdriver to take it out. I don't have the tool for it. It's a 1.3 millimeter. It is so small. And I do have hex screwdrivers. Didn't have that one. 1.3 millimeter, just to let you know. That's what and how I found that out is I was watching a guy on YouTube on how to refurbish the keyboard. He popped all the keys off. I'm not popping no keys off because he was refurbishing it. I want to just get the plastic off because this works. There's nothing wrong with it. I want to just get the plastic off so I could, clean it out, get that hair and lint and dust out of here. So no, this is not going to be up on eBay. So if you look at it, you're not going to see it there, folks. That's not on eBay. Yeah, but like I said, I could sell that thing like that and be upfront and tell a person, yeah, it's nice keyboard, works good, but it's dirty. I'm not going to do that, folks. I'm not going to do that. All right. I'm going to close this video out. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to tell you. Remember that tip, though, folks. Toothpaste. It works good on things like this here. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to get all the scratches, not the hairline scratches, but it will buff a shine here. But okay. Now I'm looking at it. You know what is it? Made it so shiny. I looked at the wrong side of it. There is little scuff marks. It will be noted in the description over here. Unless I go over it again, maybe I can go over it again and see if I can, buff them out by hand altogether. But I tell you one thing, it did take a lot of it out, though. All honesty. Okay. All you need is toothpaste, and you know what? You go to the dollar store. You pick it up at dollar store, 99 cents. Keep it for things like that. It does work, and you try for yourself. And what do you got to lose? If you don't like it and you say it doesn't work, you just got yourself toothpaste. Just don't dirty it up. When you're doing it, make sure you're putting it on something clean. Because, if you don't want to touch it with your fingers and then put it back, this one, it retracts back in there. You don't want to get germs. But if you find it doesn't work for you, the best thing is you came up with an extra tube of toothpaste, right? Which we could all use anyway. All right. That's basically it. I can't think of anything else at this point in time, guys. I was going to do the reseller news, but I want to get this thing cleaned up. Well, it's cleaned up. I want to, set up the back, the display board back there, take pictures, and I want to get this up as soon as possible. I mean, it's only that one item. I really did good with these, though, folks. I really am happy. I got these. Like these here, and I got all of them at the site. Different times, though. I just want to say different times. Like I said, they were all going. I remember the price on these. All of the other ones, the other two, they were all going for $3.99, and that was half off. So instead of paying $4, I got them for $2 each. And I got, like I said, I got 3 black ones, and I got 1 magenta, which is good. So I got plenty of ink. Plus, I have a whole box of ink that I bought from Amazon. They had a sale on $9.99, and you get 2 of each. So you get 2 black ones, you get 2 magenta, you get 2 cyan, and the other one, the yellows, whatever. It was 2, and the box is not that big. $9, complete. So I got plenty of ink for my all-in-one printer. I love using the all-in-one printer. I print out little labels there. I print out my fragile handle with care labels. Well, I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur, folks, to be honest with you. Okay, I will do anything and everything to save a buck here and there. So if you guys want me to share tips with you guys, please subscribe to my channel. That's all I could tell you. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post the videos, you want to hit that bell notification icon, please do. And you'll be notified every time I put a new video. If you are a person like me, you are true and genuine, sincere about eBay or even just e-commerce in general. I do, like I said again, I might have said in the beginning, I do the resell. If I didn't, I do the reseller news. I do the Let's Talk eBay segment, which I'm doing now. I'm also a vlogger, and I recently added to the mix a podcast. So now I'm on Anchor. I did a video about Anchor. If you'll see it there, you'll see the thing there. It says I have my own. I have my own. My own podcast with Anchor or something like that. You can check it out as well. So now I got that. I throw in the mix. Yesterday was episode 7. So if I do another one today, I'm going to see. That'll be episode 8. But now I want to keep up with that. People may beg the difference and say, well, is it doing anything? Are you getting any views? Not views, but listeners. Some of the podcasts, the particular topics were played multiple times. They do have a graph on there show you, where the people listening from? Are they from the United States or whatever, different parts of the country, whatever? They have analytics, and it's a small, incremental, build up on the channel or the podcast, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And for those people out there that don't want to, let's say you don't want to, have anything to do with quote unquote the podcast on Anchor, which I think is foolish. You should, especially if you're an eBay person, you could put out the word. It goes on different platforms: Apple Player, whatever, Google, Spotify. What's the other one there? I can't think of. Oh, of course, of Anchor. So I think it's a total of 4 that go out to different platforms. I'm not sure if there's any more, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, check it out if you get a chance. www.anchor, like a sea anchor, you throwing out .fm. Read it. I'm not getting anything for it. I don't have any affiliate links with it. I'm not getting any kickbacks by telling you to go there. I'm just sharing it with you guys. If you're interested in having your own podcast, It's for free. The only caveat is it gives you only 30 minutes for podcasting. But you could put as many as you want out there, as far as I know. But it's only 30 minutes. And I have a timer there, so if you're sitting there behind, I got my Blue Yeti mic or my headset sometimes, you could watch it. You go see it counting down. And let me tell you something. When you're doing your own podcast with 30 minutes like that, I'm not saying it's long, man, how fast it goes when you're doing a podcast. How fast. I mean, I look at the time like, oh, my God, I have to tell people, okay, I got to wrap it up now. I got my last 5 minutes, my last 10 minutes, my last 5 minutes, whatever. And just make sure one thing, though. If you do start a podcast, do it like around the 27 or 28 mark, because you don't want to keep talking and then all of a sudden you get cut off. That's not going to look good. It's not a good image to have even if it's a basic podcast. Make sure you watch that counter like a hawk. I mean, when I'm talking, even I'm looking at my webcam and I'm doing a podcast, I'm looking at that counter, because I don't want it to end abruptly and you're in the middle of talking something and it cuts off. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that if you're going to go to different stories within your when you're doing your podcast, minimize that window and open up another browser. Keep it separate and minimize it so you can see the counter. Okay, and then if you want to read from other ones, like I say, let's say I did the reseller news on my podcast, I could do that there. I'll minimize the window, I'll open up two web web browsers. Keep one minimized, which would be the Anchor one, where I could see the timer, and then I would open up another one where I'm going to read stories from it. Like I could say, I'm going to do reseller news on my podcast, and then I can go through the whole rigmarole of the thing, and then say, okay, well, then I have to end it. If you like my podcast, please check it out. Then I would throw in a little blurb if you want to check out my YouTube channel. It's Richard J. Pasini, and if you want to check out my eBay listings, it's shop-rjpasini-for-great-deals, and I can throw that in my podcast as well. Now, again, people may say, well, is it doing anything for you? Are you getting anything for it? Are you getting any traction? Are you getting any feedback from it? Not right now. Again, it's also going to depend on the title. It's going to depend on the subject, what you're talking about. We know it's only a half-hour podcast, so you can't go any more than that. If you want to upgrade, then I think you can go longer. I don't go for the longer one. I want to keep it free. I like, quote-unquote, free stuff. That's the free service I have with Anchor. But you know what? I think, to be honest with you, 30 minutes is good enough. I mean, unless you're doing a podcast where you have a significant other, like another person there talking, and you're both sharing stories, then I could see it going on an hour. There's some guys that go on the morning radio. It's not a podcast, but it's a radio station. They start over here in New York, 6 a.m. till 10 a.m. That's a lot of talking over there, but they're covering different things. They're covering sports, they're covering some entertainment. They cover a little gamut of different things. But I think for a person like me starting out, I think half an hour is good to get your message across. I think so personally. I don't know. Maybe you guys might beg to differ, but I think it's really good. At least you could say I have a podcast. People may beg to differ and say, I'm crazy about certain things. Whatever. You don't know until you try it. Okay? Give it a shot. And read more into it. Read the blogs. There's a blog site on there, on Anchor, and you can read more about it. Gives you a lot of good information on there. I definitely check it out. All right. With that, I'm going to close out this video. I hope, you got to take away something from the information I put out. I hope you like the content, and I hope you like me. And just in closing, really quick, I do not discuss religion on this channel or politics, and there's no profanity whatsoever. I consider it a clean content channel, and I want this channel to grow, folks, and with your help, it can. I'm going to keep it real, keep it original, and let it grow organically. And the greater numbers I get, the more subscribers I get, that's that many more people I could get this information out to. I'm grateful that I have the subscribers I have. I hope I can keep you guys. I know sometimes it gets depressing. You gain 2, you lose 3. You lose 3, you gain 4, whatever. So I'm hoping I can grow this channel to at least get 1,000 subscribers. That's my milestone. PewDiePie's was 100 million, and he surpassed, I think he's up at 109, 110 million subscribers. I don't think I'll ever see that in my lifetime. I don't think a lot of people probably won't, but who's to say? You never know, right? So, yeah, and again, if you are a seller on eBay, or if you are thinking about selling on eBay, check out the reseller news. That's why I tell you, and check out the Let's Talk eBay, the segment I'm talking about now. And I'm also a vlogger, so there may be times I might be vlogging about something totally different from e-commerce. But rest assured, it's all business related. It's to help you guys out, honestly. I don't want to waste your time. I know you guys are busy. I really do. I know you guys are busy. And that's why when I put out content, it's got to be something you're going to get something from it. Okay? You got to get something from it. That's why I do it. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want you coming into my YouTube channel, watching my videos. The way you came in is the way you left. You came in, not getting anything out of it, and you're leaving without getting anything out of it. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. I don't mind taking the time out of my busy day to set up here in my studio here and put these videos out. I do the research. I don't care. I want to put it out there for you guys. You subscribers, or you may be potential subscribers, are my number one priority, just like you're my number one priority on eBay. If you look at my listings on eBay and you want to buy from me, you guys, whether you're a subscriber or a buyer, you are my number one priority. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that. All right. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News. You're watching Let's Talk eBay for February 15, 2021. And I will just leave it like this here, really quick. If you are thinking about selling on eBay, or you are a seller on eBay, I am wishing you all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.